Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over a little bit of a different team, and it's going to be Empoleon, Togekiss, and Giratina Origin. So basically swapping out the Charizard for Empoleon. So I saw a few teams using this against me today in when I played my 6 sets, well, when I played my 5 sets in the morning, and then I played one more set with this team, so I'm going to show you that last set. I actually ended up going 4-1. I changed the lead up one time because we started with Empoleon, but I actually liked Togekiss as the lead. And let's go ahead and get into those games. Also, I guess before we get into them, if you... And remember, if you like what you've seen from the content on this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much, and you'll be first in line for the next video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I tried to cut out as much as the opponent waiting as possible. Looks like I've left this one in. No, okay. Because it is taking me about 6 minutes to find a game, which is why I only actually played 5 of my sets in the morning, because it just was taking way too long. So Blastoise lead here. Obviously, I'm brand new with Empoleon. I don't know how these matchups go. I know that we're resisting the water attacks, but we're also doing water damage to him, and he's resisting that as well, so this is definitely an interesting matchup. And actually, I got a phone call in the middle of that game. We did finish it out. I don't remember exactly what we used, or what our opponent used, so I'm very sorry about that. So next game, Swampert versus Empoleon. Another matchup that I really didn't know. I know we don't want to get hit by the Earthquake. The Earthquake's going to be absolutely devastating. So I'm just seeing if I can land any of these Hydro Cannons, because I know these Waterfalls are going to be doing a decent amount of chunking damage, because Waterfall is one of those big damage moves with low energy gain. Luckily for us though, Hydro Cannon on Empoleon from the community day is a very fast move to get to in general. So I'm just going to try to shield these Earthquakes and hit these Hydro Cannons. So we farm up a little bit of extra energy, because if he doesn't shield, I want to make sure that I can take him out and have energy for the next matchup. So the fact that he shielded there, I ended up trying to catch a move on Giratina, and you guys know how when I used to have Giratina in the back, I like to come in, get that energy advantage on the next Mon. Unlucky for us, he had a fairy Pokemon in the back, and we weren't able to get off the Ominous Wind and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball still does a very good amount of damage though, as you've seen right there. So I think we live any move Clefable has. We resist all of them. I think it's Moonblast, Meteor Mash, and Psychic. All of those are resisted by the Steel typing of Empoleon. And we had this Hydro Cannon still for the Swampert there in the back. Unlucky for us though, we do have Togekiss still in the back, and this Empoleon's not going to be able to do enough damage to Registeel before getting farmed down. And obviously this is going to be really painful for us. We're never going to make it to any of the charge moves here on Togekiss against this Registeel. We're just going to get double flash cannoned. And this is our only loss in this set. And this is when I decided I really didn't like Togekiss in the back. I'm seeing so much that Togekiss is decent against in the front, especially Giratina altered with Dragon Breath. I've noticed a ton. I think we got led against 15 sounds like a lot. Maybe 15 though of the 30 games was a Giratina altered lead with Dragon Breath, by the way. Probably another 2 more with Shadow Claw. So he switches into Lapras, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what matchup is even good against Lapras here? And I was like, I guess I'll just throw Empoleon away. He's kind of not going to do great against Giratina altered anyways, so let me just toss him. If there is a Charizard in the back, I'll be able to handle it with Giratina, and if there's Registeel in the back, I'll also be able to handle it with Giratina, one would hope, depending on the shield situation. So I'm going to go straight Hydro Cannon. If you notice, my second move is actually Blizzard. I have Blizzard because in a no shield situation, I'm going to want to use Blizzard against the dragon types, just as like a final, like last hurrah trying to KO them, right? And this matchup went very long, and then once we got down to the lower HPs, it looks like both of us wanted to actually win that switch advantage, which made me think what he had in the back was a direct counter to Togekiss, so probably a Registeel, to be honest. Or, I guess, it could have been an Empoleon also, just a Steel type in general. and I'm very unwilling to lose this matchup. I think I can just Waterfall down. I'm going to have enough for a charge move when he comes in with this. I throw the Hydro Cannon. It is that Giratina altered though, so this is kind of a waste, but we can still switch and use it as a sack swap later if we need to, which I believe we try to do, but end up failing and didn't need it anyways. So yeah, we get in a little late here on the Togekiss, but it's absolutely fine. Because this matchup's so one-sided that we just farm it down. The problem is he still had that Lapras in the back, and I think the one Ice Shard's going to take us out here, because I know he's going to come in with Lapras, but I really want to use that Flamethrower against the Registeel here. So one thing I didn't think of in the moment, because I was getting a little scared of getting KO'd, is that Giratina Origin actually does beat Reggie in the Zero Shield, because you can go straight Shadow Ball. But you see here, I actually get super afraid, and I know that he gets to the Flash Cannon right before we get to the Shadow Ball, but it looks like he actually ended up waiting a second, didn't throw, KO'd our, oh my gosh, and this is so freaking close, it's insane. But we actually do get this last Shadow Ball off, and it will KO. Obviously, it does something like 40% damage to Registeel. But look at that HP, though. So we pull off that win. I believe we're 2-1 at this point. And now we have the... Man, I left this wait time in there again. So yeah, like I said, I try to cut these wait times out because I know they're super long. Maybe I cut some of it out and didn't cut all of it. But yeah, this team's been doing okay. I only did it for one set. I went 4-1, which you would think is good. I actually got back up to 2,800 because of it. I had actually dropped a lot, 70 points during the day. But a lot of it seems hinged on leads, so this might not be the best comp. And I'm surprised he took so long to switch out of there. And obviously, if you come in with Cresselia, we're going to come in with Giratina. But since he's in there before us, obviously he's going to be able to get to Moonblast before we get to Shadow Ball. Which usually, if both start at 0 energy, we always get to the Shadow Ball first. But yeah, he got one extra Psycho Cut in because it took us time to switch out. Which is always going to take time unless you just throw a Pokemon in without thinking about it. So we'll shield here. Because I know I can get to a Shadow Ball and an Ominous Wind if I need to do that. And it was actually a Grass Knot. I've seen so many Cresselia Grass Knots, it's crazy right now. I would say about 60% of the Cresselias I run into have Grass Knot instead of Future Sight, which is I think one of the reasons that you're seeing so many Charizards as well. Yeah, and actually Blast Burn here does a lot more damage than you would think. It's going to be neutral, and then Blast Burn is just such a strong move. Look at that damage. It's like 65-70%. The thing is, we're going to be able to get off Hydro Cannon, which is going to one-shot at this range. Probably does about 60% to Charizard. Yeah, he does end up shielding it, but we can take it out with one Charm. And then obviously, as long as this doesn't have Gunk Shot, we're good. So I'm just going to shield the first move because he'll never make it to another move. If he's trying to bait and then go Gunk Shot. It's not possible. Because the damage he's taking is just insane from the Charm. Plus, we already had a move ready, right? Definitely use those shields if you got them, right? For sure. Alright, so I believe we're 3-1 at this point, and we'll come into our last game here. Almost queued in with the OG team, but oh yeah, there's the edit. Nice. And here we go. 5th game, Togekiss into Giratina. There, like I've already said before, there are so many Giratina leads. Not very many Armored Mewtwo's though in the back. This is a rare sight. I'm gonna let this. Oh, I actually shielded it. So we do resist the Psy Strikes and the Confusions, but look how much damage they actually are doing because Giratina Origin doesn't have the best defense in Ultra League. So, but we ended up landing the Shadow Ball, which is crazy. I actually think we ended up landing this Shadow Ball as well. I guess he really thought we were going to start baiting because he does have 2 shields. It kind of makes sense. But this damage is absolutely bonkers. I thought about shielding here, but, you know, let's come back into the Togekiss matchup. I assume something like Registeel might be in the back if he's just going full BBML or full meta line. And it was Registeel, we do have to be really afraid of Focus Blast, so I'm just going to shield this first one. I don't think it KOs. Oh, I remember this matchup. This match is really weird for some reason. So he shields this one, but he doesn't shield his next Hydro Cannon. We actually do survive this Focus Blast. And I don't know why he doesn't shield this next one. Maybe he thinks, you know, we have Togekiss with Flamethrower in the back, and he wants to be able to shield the Flamethrower. We are healthy enough that we aren't going to get KO'd by a what's it called? A Flash Cannon. But we're not going to throw a move here. He's still got a shield, and he's got a swap in, and I don't want him to just sack swap us. Yeah. So obviously we want a lot of those leads, but it seems like if you win the lead with this team, it's going to be really hard to lose the game, which is interesting. And yeah, like I said, this 4-1 got me back to 2806. So we're back in those 2800s, and I will be bringing you, hopefully tomorrow I'll use this team. And if it does well, I'll be bringing you another video of this team to look at some more matchups that might be a little bit more intricate. I'll definitely do some homework on how to win some of those matchups too. Again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, if you have any helpful hints for using this team, definitely throw in a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.